Those Oregon Ducks have been one of the more impressive teams in college football, and they are continuing to stay in the hunt for a college football playoff appearance. They've got a week off in a sense, if you look at the line and the competition against Arizona State on the road, but on the road in conference play is always tricky. We got Steve Merrill on the line from Wager Talk. We always appreciate Steve being here, breaking down the biggest college football games every week. But the way you get is complete look at the NBA, the NFL, and college football, all the games, is at wagertalk.com. Steve, we've got an Oregon Ducks team coming off another big win. They're a 23.5-point favorite. They go to Arizona State.
Yeah, and on the surface, this could be a dangerous spot for Oregon. It's a road game after 2 straight home wins against Cal. USC was a high-profile game for them. And then they have, of course, arch rival Oregon State on a short week next Friday to finish out the regular season slate. And I think this is a really good Oregon team. You and I have talked about it. They probably outplayed Washington overall. And as a 3-point dog, lost by 3. Could have been an overtime game. Outgained them over 100 yards. Yet, because they technically got a loss in a situation which I thought they maybe were the better team in a more difficult spot, they're on the outside looking in still in the playoff rankings and the other rankings that matter. So they have to continue to win. Whether they have to win by margin or not, I'm not so sure, because I really think at this point they win out. They got to get some help elsewhere. If they win the Pac-12 championship, I think they probably get bumped back up into that top 4 if Washington picks up a loss here in the near future. With that said, though, winning by more than 3.5 touchdowns is another story. The line is currently 23.5. My database simulation, 10,000 games run through the database on average, has Oregon winning this one by 24.5. So it's pretty much spot on because it's been favoring Oregon in most games this season. I'm going to look at the total. You mentioned 54.5. I'm starting to see some 54s pop here midweek, so it does look like the total is dropping lower. And I would agree with that move. I think the value in this game is actually with the under, and that would be the way I'd play it. I actually did an advance video earlier this week on Monday on Wager Talk TV, wagertalk.com, in which I gave a sneak preview of this game, and I leaned under in that video as well. And Oregon, yes, an explosive offensive team, but you look at the score projection in this one, it should be about 15 to 39 to 15, 38 to 15 will get you under. Oregon has actually scored 38 points or less in 4 of their last 5 games, and even against the bad USC defense at home last week. Meanwhile, Arizona State's playing really good defense right now. They held UCLA to just 7 points, but they are struggling offensively. They've scored 17 or less in 3 of their last 4. So I like the under in this game. And if Oregon does get caught looking ahead next week to Oregon State, it might be a little less offense for that reason as well.
Get Steve's complete work at wagertalk.com. Also his under-the-radar selection. It's exclusive here at the Voice of College Football. You get it nowhere else. 19-5 against the spread as a YouTube channel member over on the main channel, and also at patreon.com/MarkRogersTV. And keep in mind that you get a number of Steve's breakdowns on all the team channels here at the Voice of College Football. Steve, thank you so much.